There's power with believing in faith. There's power in having faith in God. This is why every human of all different societies all over the world has picked up religion. Because I feel like there's power in faith. Like, faith kind of cures ignorance. And it's okay to live in faith, even if you don't even truly understand it. It's okay to have that faith because it makes life easier. Who you want to be has already happened. That version of yourself is already out there. It already happened. Reality just didn't catch up to itself yet. You have to operate in that frequency. What you put out in the universe is exactly what comes back to you. It's a way of attraction in the universe. Once you think of money and you think of it in an abundance, and you put out that energy in the universe, showing you're in control, you tell the universe, you manifest, tell the universe every day, you blame yourself, and you tell yourself that you're going to get to where you want to get to, and you make the conscious decision to put in action behind those words, manifestation, all that is real. The universe will feel that, and you will inevitably hit where you want to be. If I had to start my life over, and I could do everything again, I would, with the free time I had, I would cherish being bored. Instead of trying to lose myself in scrolling on TikTok, I would just sit there and think, how am I gonna figure this shit out? What is that roadmap? What is my destination? What are my goals? These are the tough questions you gotta ask yourself. Your mentality makes your reality, and life is what you make it. Don't let no one tell you different. It's better to believe that life is what you make it than believe that life is something that you can't control. You see, there's power in the mind. If I raised a kid, right, in a like civilization where there was no cars, and I showed him the car, a never before seen vehicle to the kid's eyes, and I said, this is the sign of death. When you see this car, you're gonna die. What would happen if I took that same kid to a civilization that had cars? He's gonna get anxiety, adrenaline, his heart's gonna start pumping. The whole time, the car is not the sign of death. I just told him that. But why are these phenomena happening? It's because he believes the car is the sign of death. And do you see how there's power in the mind? So that's why I will argue with anyone. It is better to believe that you're in control of your life and to believe you can get to where you want to get to than to think that you can't and to think that there's random things that can stop you. Life is a mindset. Life is truly a mentality. When you start to view life like a game, this shit get easier and easier. But you gotta understand the same fundamentals apply in the game as you do in life. You have to look at it the same. You gotta understand you can always win. There is a winning formula for each and everyone out there. This is why I choose to believe God got a plan for all, but only if you do your part, God will do his. I have a philosophy. Live your life goal-oriented and genuine while having faith in God, and you can guide your own destiny. Now, by goal-oriented and genuine, make decisions in your life that match up with your goals. You cannot go out every night and use your free time for instant gratification if you have goals and a deeper picture and vision for yourself. We control how we perceive things. Like, you can control your perception. You can actually never let someone get you mad. If you're fat and someone says, hey, you're fat, you can think of it as, oh, he's trying to hurt me and insult me. He's trying to, call me fat because that's what there's negative connotation around it to the public in general. Or you can perceive it as, this person wants better for me. He wants me to be in shape and he wants me to be healthy. This person actually giving me a compliment. He thinks that he sees something greater in me. And you can actually smile after that and be like, I know, and I'm gonna get right when I'm ready. You feel me? So it's like just that simple, subtle change in mindset. You can actually control how you perceive things, and you can have full control of your emotions. They always talk about it like the greats of anything had the most egotistical mentality. They thought their shit was the shit. And the thing about it is, I feel like there's power in thinking like that. Thinking what you're doing, thinking you're the best at it, thinking that what you're doing really is gonna work, there's power in that. It makes you subconsciously make these better decisions. It makes you subconsciously go the hardest you ever can. So there's nothing wrong with being like overly confident in yourself, even if it's psyching out your brain. Because you doing that, you will put yourself in the flow state where you are performing at your bestest of abilities. So never tell yourself you can't. Anything you get into, go into that telling yourself you're going to do, like, you're going to body. You're going to do this to the best of your ability and you're going to be the best at it. And when it doesn't work, don't let that hurt you or pull you down. Look at it as character development. This wasn't your thing. This wasn't God's plan for you, but God does have a plan. And keep going and never give up. Some people don't even know what an abundance mentality is. All an abundance mentality is having the mindset where you know there's enough resources and there's enough money and opportunity in this world for everyone. That being said, there is 7 billion people in the world and money is printed. Why would you treat something that's printed like it's a scarcity? You should never have a scarcity mindset when it comes to money, even if you don't have it. You always have to have the mindset that this shit is printed. I can get it if I need it. There's millions of opportunities. So you must think of the world from an abundant standpoint and have an abundance mentality. When you get into something, think about the best possible opportunity. Understand and believe that that can happen to you. Don't just lean towards the worst. The universe has a way of feeling what you put out in there. I bet you if you put that positive energy out, you manifest and say that's gonna be me, and you make that conscious effort every day, God's gonna show you what he can do. Gangster. Let's talk about jobs. Now, like jobs that have a exchange with time, where you have to exchange your time for money, I don't like those jobs. Gangster. Because no matter if I work at McDonald's, how hard I'm stacking it, how hard I'm packing the food, I'm gonna get the same money. So there's no correlation to my hard work and money. Now say jobs like wholesale real estate and jobs that like sales that actually, pay me for my hard work. They pay me for my skill. I like jobs like that because now I'm in control of my finances fully. If I work a 9 to 9 and I bust my ass and I'm at my best of performance, I'm in full control of how much money I can get. It can vary, rather than if I work a 9 to 9 in a job that pay me per the hour, my maximum potential is always the same. Adversity is inevitable. Like in life, you're gonna go through trial and error. You're gonna face adversity. But it's those who have mastered resilience on how they face those L's and those trials and error situations are gonna be the people that continue to go and get to exactly where they wanna be. You have to understand that when you get an L, when something goes the way you don't want it to go, that shouldn't discourage you. You have to build a system within your mind to continue to let you keep going. My system is if something doesn't go my way, if I take an L, I know that I can't take 1,000 L's. God's gonna inevitably give me my way sooner or later. Gangster. You gotta have a deeper vision for yourself and live in that vision. Every L you take on your journey, when you're trying to get to you want to get to beat that trial and error stage, that adversity stage, because it happens inevitably in life, you're gonna have to look at these L's like they're character development. Look at anything you get into that's not working like, okay, this didn't work. It doesn't mean I'm not good enough. This doesn't mean I'm not great. Maybe this is just not my thing right now. Maybe God has a different plan for me. You gotta always have that mindset and continue going, because you only lose when you stop. As long as you keep going, the possibilities are endless. All right, I'm done.